In this video, we're going to discuss the 5 things that you need to do in order to become a homeowner in 2023. Hey guys, my name is Tanisha Owens Barrett, and I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty located in Greenville, South Carolina. And I help future home buyers and home sellers just like you, and I help answer questions that you might have about buying or selling a home. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss another one of my videos. You're going to find so much valuable information on my channel when it comes to buying or selling a home. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. There are 5 things that you need to do in order to become a homeowner in 2023. The number 1 thing that you need to do to become a homeowner is get rid of fear. Get rid of the fear that you have about purchasing a home. Whether or not you can purchase a home, whether interest rates are too high, whatever it is, get rid of that fear. Stop telling yourself that you can't purchase a home because of X, Y, and Z. I know interest rates are higher than they were during the pandemic. However, home ownership is still attainable, and it's attainable if you want it to be. Stop listening to the naysayers. Stop sitting on the sidelines waiting for interest rates to go down. When they go down, if they go down, if you are in a position to purchase a home and the numbers and everything make sense, then go ahead and purchase a home. You have to figure out why you're wanting to purchase a home first. Is it because you want a better lifestyle for you and your family? Do you want more space? Do you want privacy? Whatever that reason is, you have to sit down, you have to weigh the pros and cons and figure out, am I serious about becoming a homeowner this year? And if the answer to that is yes, the second thing you need to do is to speak with a mortgage professional and get pre-approved. Now, you want to do this at least 6 to 12 months out from the time you plan on purchasing so that you can know where you stand. You can know how much home you're pre-approved for, if you're pre-approved, and if you're not pre-approved, then you can figure out what you need to do in order to get you where you need to be. A good mortgage professional is going to be able to walk you through the steps of what you need to do in order to get the pre-approval amount that you are looking to obtain. You don't want to wait until it's time for you to purchase a home, whether your lease is ending, whatever the situation is, and find out that your credit isn't where it needs to be, or you don't have the funds that you need for a down payment because you didn't know how much that would be. Speaking to a mortgage professional ahead of time is going to set you up for success in your home buying journey. Now, once you get pre-approved, then your lender can also let you know about other options you have, whether that's increasing your credit score in order to get from one loan to the next. For instance, if you're a first-time home buyer, you may get pre-approved for an FHA loan, which requires 3.5% down. The minimum credit score for that is a 580. However, you may want to get into a home with 0% down, such as a USDA loan, which is a rural area loan, and that requires a credit score of at least a 620 to 640. Your lender is going to be able to give you all of your options. You can weigh them and figure out what's going to work best for you based on your specific situation. They can also talk to you about other options that you have, such as a rate buy down that you can do as well in order to lower your interest rate. And I'm actually going to go one step further. I'm going to include the information of one of my preferred lenders. He's an awesome lender. I'm going to include his website and his information down below. So make sure you check out that link and get in contact with him if you are thinking about buying or selling a home in South Carolina or North Carolina. Now, the third thing that you need to do in order to purchase a home in 2023 is to budget. Your lender is going to pre-approve you like we discussed in the previous step. However, you want to sit down, you want to write down all of your monthly bills. What are you paying when it comes to food, when it comes to gas, when it comes to daycare, whatever your monthly expenses are, write those down and figure out how much can you comfortably afford each month for a mortgage payment. Once you figure that out, you may be in a position where you have to have a conversation with your mortgage professional. That conversation may sound something like this. Hey, I know you pre-approved me for this amount of money. However, after sitting down, I realized that this is the amount that I'm actually comfortable affording. So can you run the numbers and let me know how much my pre-approval is now, because I'm going to choose to spend this amount each month. And your lender will be more than happy to rerun the numbers for you and let you know what that looks like. You don't want to be house poor. Make sure you are budgeting. Make sure you are saving money, putting money aside, whatever you need for a down payment, whatever you may need for closing costs. And then this allows you to be able to put in a stronger offer if you're not asking for as many closing costs. In addition, you want to make sure you have money saved up and put aside for things such as your inspection, such as your appraisal. Those are items that you're going to need to take care of when you go under contract. So your inspection, it varies, but it could be anywhere from around $400 to $500 starting out just for a general inspection. And then as far as your appraisal, it's usually going to range $500 to $600. But again, this is just a range and it all just depends. So you want to make sure you have that money set aside and you are prepared when it comes time for you to put in an offer and go under contract with the home that you found. Now, if you've stuck around this long, I truly appreciate it. And to show my appreciation to you, I'm actually going to include a bonus at the end of this video. In this bonus, I'm going to discuss 5 things that you can do in order to improve your credit score fast to put you in a position to purchase a home in 2023. So make sure you keep watching this video until the end so you don't miss those 5 tips. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Now, this leads me into step number 4, which is working on your credit score. Now, unless you have a perfect credit score, you may need to work on your credit score. Even after you've gotten your pre-approval, you may decide that you want to increase your credit score for better loan terms. Because like I stated earlier, that could mean the difference between getting in one type of loan versus another. And it's going to make all the difference when it comes to what your interest rate is and what your monthly payments are. And number 5, the 5th thing that you need to do in order to purchase a home in 2023 is be realistic. You have to be realistic on what you are getting into. You have to understand what your pre-approval amount is and what those homes in the area that you're looking in look like for that specific pre-approval amount. I know a lot of times when you are getting ready to purchase a home, there are family members that will let you know how much they got pre-approved for. They'll let you know what their rate was. You don't want to compare your situation to their situation. And you have to go back to why you wanted to purchase a home in the first place. Was it to build equity? If it was to build equity, it's okay if your home doesn't have all of the shiny bells and whistles, especially if it's not going to be your forever home. Be flexible and be patient. Be patient and be communicative with your agent and your mortgage professional. You're probably not going to get the 10-acre lot with the grand built-in pool and the fancy chandeliers hanging down all for $200,000, but that's okay. Be realistic and be open-minded, and remember why you wanted to purchase a home, and sit down and figure out what's truly important. And by doing that, you will determine if it's the best time for you to purchase a home or not, because honestly, it may not be the best time for you to purchase a home. But that's why you have to sit down and go through all of the steps and figure out what the numbers are, what you're comfortable with, where you are when it comes to your credit, your finances, and where you want to stay and what your true motivation for getting into a home is. And if you've done all of these 5 things, then you will be all set. So guys, those are the 5 steps that you need to take in order to purchase a home in 2023. And just like I promised, I'm now going to give you a bonus that includes 5 tips for increasing your credit score and increasing your credit score fast to get you where you need to be. So, number 1 tip is the Dave Ramsey snowball method. If you haven't heard of the Dave Ramsey snowball method, it's basically where Dave Ramsey suggests paying off your smaller bills first and then tackling your larger bills, your larger debts. You want to take the tiny bills that you can afford, pay those off, and work your way to the top. Now, many times consumers like yourself will want to start with the highest bill first because you want to knock it out the park. It's the biggest bill and it's just glaring at you. However, it can take a longer time to pay off that large debt, and then you're not seeing any changes to your credit score until that debt is paid off, and then you can go on to the next and finally get down to the smaller ones. However, when you start with the smallest, you can get rid of that $100, $200 debt. You can go to the next, get rid of that $200, $300 debt. And as you're doing that, you're going to start seeing your credit score start improving. I highly recommend the Dave Ramsey snowball method. Now, tip number 2 when it comes to increasing your credit score and increasing it fast is keeping your credit card utilization low. You want to keep your credit card utilization below 30% preferably below 10% if you can. Tip number 3 when it comes to increasing your credit score fast is dealing with those dang nabbit student loans. The bane of our existence. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of your student loans. You are making your student loan payments. A good thing that you can do is if you have more than one loan company with your student loans, reach out to them and see if you can consolidate those loans into one. You may also want to see if you can get on some type of income-based repayment plan. Based on your income, this could also significantly reduce the amount that you owe each month. Number 4 is increasing your payment percentage. Guys, your payment percentage is the number 1 factor when it comes to increasing your credit score. Your payment percentage should be at 100. It shows that you are responsible and that you are making all of your payments on time. If it is less than that, then you want to make sure you are tackling that first. You're setting up your payments on a recurring monthly and you are getting that payment percentage up. One thing you can do is make those payments twice. Split your car payment into 2, make one payment on the 1st and one payment on the 15th. This is going to increase your payment percentage quicker. But the 5th and final thing that you can do to increase your credit score and increase it fast is my absolute favorite, and it is pay them people. Pay your bills, you guys. Pay off your debts. That is the fastest way to build your credit score. There's no secret thing that you can do other than just paying your bills and showing that you are responsible, because the last thing you want to do is get a mortgage that you can't afford and lose your home. So make sure you are paying those people. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into my video. If you didn't hit the like and subscribe button before, make sure you hit them now. Thank you so much, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss another one of my videos. I will see you guys next time.